What's going on, everybody? It's your man Bishop Bang, and welcome to another episode of It's Whatever with the Bishop. Magic Moments with the Mosley present. I got my co-host, Funny Man Jeff. Yep. And we is definitely in the building today.
Hey,
what's going on, man?
Man.
It's Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah, man. Noticing like all this weight I'm losing. Look at these fucking ears. My ears just keep poking out.
Yeah, man, you're good though. You're good.
I feel good though.
Yeah, man. Let it go.
Yeah, man. I was supposed to do a comedy show. Dude hit me up the night before. Said, "Oh, I thought you got the memo." I didn't get the memo.
Oh yeah.
Canceled the show. It happens. That's a part of the game. But and this is going. Yo, that's crazy. I didn't put this together. The topic we're going to speak on today. I didn't 100% do this, but I did this. I was counting on that bread. Usually he pays pretty good. He pays more than what I would have paid to get there.
Okay.
And he was going to put me in a free room. So I was telling my wife, like, I'm going to take whatever we got left after what he pays me, and I'm going to put it on one of the credit cards so we can catch up on this one credit card. So when he tells me show's canceled, I'm like, fuck. Granted, I'm not behind on my credit card payments. It's just I wanted to juice it up a little bit more. So I guess I'm going to dive right into it. So this week, everybody, we're going to talk about counting your eggs before they hatch. Putting all your eggs in one basket.
Right.
Like, that's crazy. Like, maybe I need to invest in becoming a preacher. So I don't know, because that was how that tied in. No, but for real, like, because, like, how can I put it? That did hurt a little bit. But there are more serious times where people, count their eggs before they hatch, or, one common thing is the income tax. Income tax season come. One thing more relatable to everybody out there, like, women and sometimes males too. They start to when December hit, when January hit. Yeah, I'm gonna get me a car, or it's time for new furniture.
It goes like that in all the game, even in the dope game.
Yeah. Flip this pack.
Yeah, it's like that. Yeah, it might be slow.
Yeah.
You thinking, oh, it's gonna pop this weekend, and it's slow.
It's dead.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody copping nothing.
Yeah. Cause when you first called me, and I called you.
You text me, I called you.
Safe travels. Yeah, that was my thing.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Oh yeah, definitely. Let you know that you was on my mind.
Yeah.
You and the wife and the baby get there safe
and sound.
I thought about it because I was like, I don't do that. But I said that about putting my eggs in a basket because I used to do that.
I've been there.
And when you run your own business, you have to maneuver. We're playing it safe. Because I look at it like money is somewhere else. And you go to use that money thinking, okay, well, I'm going to use this now because I got this coming. And I always say you have to look to the point where, what if it don't come? What if that client doesn't come? Or that week they decide to quit? You can't, I learned that lesson that you can't depend on that. So,
or what if they hit a hard time?
Yeah. And
they hit an emergency and come to you, and you being the nice guy you are with the big heart, even though it's all business. Yeah. I need one more week.
Oh yeah.
I have an emergency. Can I please double up?
And that's cool. That's cool because it's still guaranteed. That's still your client. So I feel like with your situation and shows and booking and there being shows and they're being spread out, that you can't play that card with that because you never know what's going to happen. Or I always say up to that date that might derail you from getting there because something could have came up to where you couldn't even make it. You couldn't even go, and plus you don't know. And I don't think like this. I don't put everything get spooky, spiritual.
Of course.
Like saying, oh, maybe something was going to happen. That's what stopped you. So maybe you should be. I don't look at things like that. I look at it. Okay, it was canceled. It is what it is. But with them shows, I feel that is a risky business, and I know looking forward to something that was paying you more than it cost you to travel is a good thing. So I just pray that. And I believe that you'll get more of those opportunities. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't hang my hat too much on that because
No. Yeah, I think it was 5 minutes of being bummed out, and it was like, Oh well, because me and my wife, like we have a little, a little side hustle that we do, so it's like, well, at least we get paid from that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
Yes.
and all the bills got paid, and everything's cool. So it's like, and like I said, thank God I'm not behind on the credit card. But yeah, for 5 minutes I was a little
Right.
bummed out. But thank God I wasn't like, oh my God, this is bullshit. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
And you know what I learned to do too? I learned to, if I have extra, and this is how me and her operate.
Mhm.
Me and Shauna operate. Something that she might take care of, I'll take care of it. Because I know with her, she'll still have that money.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So I'll take care of something that she might have took care of. And if things don't go the way I need, I'll be like, yo, I need you. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
that way it's been on that
yeah,
type
so it's
time
like,
too.
you know, it's like investing in something or putting money into
Mhm.
something, knowing that, okay, she's not going to blow it on nothing.
Right.
She still has it. I'll take care of that for you.
Mhm.
And if what I planned to do don't go through, then I need you. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But other than that, yeah, that's a learning experience, because especially if it's like, let's just say you might spend bill money. You see what I'm saying? You might spill
I've
bill
been there.
money, or I remember even in the street, like you might spend.
Like tap into the re-up money.
Yeah, you gonna spend that. The next thing you know, it used to be things, especially in that game, paying bills with hustling money. You can never know how it's going to go, so it's not guaranteed that you're going to be able to pay them bills. So I look at it like
Oh, I feel
that teach you, that like if
Lock
you don't
into that
learn
electric bill or
if you don't learn that lesson, if you don't learn, I mean, I used to gamble with the rent money, like
like shoot dice
I'm
type
talking about
stuff?
gamble with it, like
go to casino?
spend it, and I'm talking about when I mean gamble, like pick up with it and be sitting on all this stuff,
all
like,
this work and
it ain't go nowhere because I'm thinking, oh, by it might have had a good week, and next thing you know, you like, oh, I'm a.
by the time you get rid of it, you got late fees.
So
now.
I learned that. Yeah, I learned that through that. Not to. I don't.
Does it teach you patience?
Yeah, it teach you patience, and it teach you not to count on no one. What I mean by that,
let's talk about that one.
You know,
and no one or nothing.
Nothing. Right?
Yeah. I learned that.
It teaches you that you gotta allow things that might happen in that person's life or that situation that you cannot count on that.
Mm-hmm.
So I look at it that it's best to, cause me and the wife got into that. She said, "Well, what happened if he was dependent on that? He was dependent on going. You know, he was dependent on doing the show. He was looking forward to that." I always believe that it's best to say, what if it don't? See, people be so hooked on something going somewhere, so what happened if it don't? What are we going to do if we don't?
Make the 9 to 5 money work, and which still work.
Right.
I mean, it's all good, but you gotta have that mentality.
Yeah, even going through the emotions.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I say it's
Yeah, because I could have ruined me and wifey's Thursday evening pitching the bitch fit.
yeah. So I always.
But instead, you wiped it off, and we continued to enjoy our. What we have? What we do that night? I think she cooked dinner or something. But something happened like.
Yeah, you want
We still enjoyed the meal. Enjoyed the.
I always say it's good to say, what if that don't go?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think
in West Virginia, I have not been back there since Trump's been in office, especially on the weekend too. And West Virginia sparks me as one of them places.
yeah.
Now
It
that
ain't
some of the
nothing there.
crowds down there are smooth, but who knows what the law enforcement's like?
Oh yeah, we used to. My
You
brother
know
was in
what I
school
mean?
down there. Yeah, we used to
Yeah,
go out down there.
yeah, I went out
And the
before.
sticks.
Yeah, it's real country.
Yeah, very.
Some of the people were mad cool though,
Yeah, it's different.
because some of like the part of West Virginia I perform at when I'm there, they'll be the people of the town be the ones that tell you like, we're not like the people that make moonshine. We're not like the ones that
Right,
hump
right.
their sister. Like, like, we're not those. You're not that deep in West Virginia yet.
Right, them people.
Yeah, we're a little more down to earth. Like,
Yeah, it's crazy.
But yeah, I've learned like, 'cause I had to learn that lesson in college and kind of fresh out of college. Don't let nobody gas you up with opportunities. And that could be more than just comedy.
Right.
That could be like, no disrespect to my father, working for my father, but I don't even let him gas me up. Oh, we got this job coming. It's going
Right.
to be a government job. You're going,
Right.
okay, well, we'll wait till the contract
Right.
comes.
I never like
You
to
know.
jump the gun on feeling good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I'm the type I have to slow down and say, okay, what happened if this don't go as planned? And I was gonna say that about getting to a point where you build, you get to a point. Now, I'll say this. You get to a point in your career or what it is that you do to where you know I will be working. There will be work, especially in an entrepreneur. Now, we ain't talking about going, I'm stepping aside the 9 to 5. You know, you'll go to the job, but normally people with job, their money is accounted for because you know exactly what you're getting.
What's it going towards?
Yeah,
what's your monthly regiment's been like?
Yeah, so
me and Savannah got that down to a T.
It's all organized with work money. So I say that a lot of people don't learn how to learn about the eggs in one basket. Because, you know, people, trust me, people save for vacations and they save and they go and they come back. Now you got to figure out how I'm going to do this. How I'm going to pay
Especially
this.
if you went a little too hard while you were on vacation.
It's people that will go, they can have a blown gasket in their car.
I'm still going to Jamaica. I'm still going to Miami. I'm still going to Vegas. I will figure that out when I come back.
For that memory that stays with you for a lifetime, but you still got to come back and address
reality.
The problem.
As soon as that plane lands.
Right. Yeah, you back
grab
to
them bags.
Exactly. So, you know, I say that's all fine and dandy, but that's still putting your eggs in one basket because you come back knowing that there's things that you did not put in line that are still shuffled about while you had your good time. I look at it like I'm different and I'm cool with that. I look at it like I see. It's never a envious thing of seeing people go on vacation, seeing people do their thing.
Yeah, because I've been on my fair share of vacations.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
But
Live your life.
I'll get to that.
That too. Yeah.
I have to be in my house first. I have to have, you know, the car paid off.
Yeah.
I have to have things. I have to have everything.
Priorities.
I have to have everything in a row. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not wasting time till I get to that point. I'm doing what I need to do, but I need to be able to be that when I come back, I ain't got nothing to take care of. Like I
come back with a smile, feel recharged and refreshed instead of coming back to stress.
Right. So it's a difference. So that's why I say with like owning your own business and coming to the point where I feel that I'm successful enough and I'm consistent enough that I'm gonna always have people coming through the door.
Yeah.
I never look at this client quit. They didn't quit on me. They quit on themselves. So, because I never to the point where I'm gonna force somebody to quit, or unless there's things that you're doing or things that you're seeing outside.
You feel like your time is wasted.
Yeah. So I'm cool.
Wasted, yeah.
See, like I would never get to the point where I'm dependent on your money. You see what I'm saying? I have everything mapped out to where this helps, this will do this will do that. But if this person don't come or this person come, I'm cool. I learned not to. I stopped calculating. Okay, if everybody pays this week, this is what this is.
That'll stress you out too.
Right. I'll go ahead and take care of what's need to be taken care of. So then that way, if they do, they do. If they don't, they don't. I'm good still.
You know what helped me come to that point? Maybe you too. When you get let down so much in your younger years. So many letdowns, so many times where you were hyped up for a situation or somebody come through and it didn't happen. You know, after the 4th or 5th time, then you go like, all right, I got to cut this way of thinking out.
Right.
And like, that's even happened to me with...
especially in your line of work.
Yeah, but I would take it deeper because, you know, we do have viewers and listeners who might not be on the entrepreneur or entertainment or stuff like that. Right. So I even take it on a more broader level, like... Waiting for a lady to come through. You try and get some.
That's a
Chicky Chick was down with the get down all week, and then we supposed to meet at 9 o'clock.
That's
my babysitter fell through. Now you sitting here.
Yo, you know what's crazy?
Now you sitting here with it in your hand, like
You know what's crazy?
Sorry, Savannah. Those are my old days. It's before I got.
You ain't gotta apologize. You understand?
But even that, or a date. Let's not take it to sex. Let's just say a date. You always supposed to link up for a date.
I think that because men act like that don't happen to them. I think it's fair to say.
That's how you ended
up.
I
think it's fair to say because it's still one of them emotions that you can't ignore. That you have to tap into. That you can't be bitter about. And I think all that comes into the point where you become bitter in your life when you put them type of expectations, like stuff like that happens, and as you get older, it's different. Especially in your marriage, like I think them expectations still be there. them expectations be there on both parts, because I know there's some things that I probably could do better, or some things I can understand better, and I choose not to.
Likewise.
So and vice versa. Like you just be expecting things, and it's like my shirt say. This is just my little PJ St.
Prayer and patience.
Prayer and me and patience. Listen, I could order something. I know it coming Wednesday. I still check to see where it's at, how long it's taking, what state it stopped in, and everything.
Oh, like, tracking.
I'm a
Be
tracking.
on the tracking. I've been like that.
And I'm like, I know it's coming, so I said, you know what? It been things that I had to learn to be thankful for that caused me to use patience. Things that might not go as planned, and then sometimes I chalk it up to how it's done, who is it, and just knowing that it saved you. You still have your money. You see what I'm saying? That you was going to use to travel. You still have it. Now it's what you choose to do with it, knowing that you have it. Because I wouldn't go spend it on nothing else just because I didn't go where I was going. You know what I mean? So I would just, I would go out to eat or do something with it, but I would still hold on to it, because even if I calculated it to spend, that's something that I can put away. You know what I mean? Or something like that. So it
You know what I did? What we did yesterday? The money we would have used for gas. We went and read up on household items to clean with. We went and got the new, a newer joint to scrub the toilet, and some more shit to wipe stuff down, and more the Tide Pods. And so it's like, all right, look, we ain't gonna gas up the car to travel, or we don't need money to eat now. Let's re up on the you know what I mean, on the stuff to clean the house, so on Saturday morning we can bust and move. Like
and
and that felt good.
Yeah, it's why I say sometimes it's a lesson in this. It's a lesson in everything.
Not that we're dirty. We're not dirty. It's just, sometimes you buy some of that stuff one by one as it runs out. Right. We went to Big Lots. It was like, no, get it all, even if we still have it at home.
Yeah, just to make sure you have it. And that saves you. It still saves you.
It's going to save us in the long run. And trips and gas and, because
it all works out.
Yeah, we got a baby coming too. So it's like, look, man, try to stock up on some of this necessity stuff, because pretty soon, before you know it, it's time to start stocking up on diapers and baby clothes.
I commend people. I commend them because I look at it like the budget. And I mean, I say that to say, because y'all about to spend, that's another couple, I like to call kids 100,000 kids. They, even from growing up, money that you might pay for things they destroy or mess up, or school, or like, it's an investment. So I look at it like you open that. When you have babies, it's not depending on who you have. That's an investment in that child. So that's another part of your life that you have to look.
That daycare bill's coming right back.
Yeah, so it's things that I look at it like you have to go hard. You have to line up what it is that you do. I don't know. Like, especially I'm not a comedian. I don't know how it would be to create lanes and create things that.
For us, it's a surefire way to make money. Yeah, you get some good revenue. It's still like being an entrepreneur, still like on the street game. You gotta put something out to get something back, but throwing shows. Like, if I knew, and I'll probably end up doing that before the baby get here, just to have a little something to tuck. But throw a show or throw 2 shows.
Yeah, I'm down. And plus, we have people in here that we know that are doing things that that you easily can do business with.
This is true.
Yeah, so that's why I say it's
shout out to Nika and Esk and Young Dev and
Token. So it's things that can be done. So
or shirts. Comedians make their shirts and sell their shirts.
Yeah, I'm here for
record so you got the equipment and stuff. Now we out here, man. Throw it like my goal. For maybe next year. I was gonna do it this year, but I spent this year getting me right, and it felt good. But maybe next year I want to shoot like a half-hour special.
Right.
And we record that, John, and then we get it. You get it printed up.
Yeah, that's why I look at it.
Bam.
That's eggs in the basket that I didn't mind. Like, when it came for equipment for this or equipment for the den and stuff like that. Like, I look at it that when you're using the money and putting it into what it is that you do, you're investing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, my wife sometimes, like, she don't say it now, but she's like, you buying a lot of stuff. Like, that's a lot of stuff. It costs a lot. But it was piece by piece, and how I did it, I didn't see the damage.
The rest of the house was still taken care of.
Yeah,
We all
yeah,
ate.
everybody,
We still
yeah.
got water.
Yeah.
We got lights.
Yeah, and I feel that the best of the best is necessary. You see what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, because if I buy the bull crap, I'm gonna have to buy it again in a couple months.
You know? 'Cause
Let's do it right the first time.
There's people paying hundreds. I'm talking about $1.50 for half an hour. You see what I'm saying? To where I'm the type of person, if you have that time throughout your day doing nothing, you have to learn what it is that you pay for to use to operate what you do. I'm going to learn
I had a homie get on me.
what all you have to do editing my videos.
Yep.
If I pay a filmmaker, I'm going to learn what it is that you do so that I see that and I understand why I'm paying you what I pay you because the work that's put in. So
One
that-
homie, he pointed out to me how to make my own flyers and
Yeah.
stuff. He's like, you,
Yeah.
no disrespect to whoever you're going to,
Yeah.
but save that.
Yeah, do
Make
it.
it your damn self.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm one of them guys. I'll spend the money and learn how to do what it is.
Put the
that you
software
do.
on your laptop
Yeah.
and make shit yourself.
Yeah, and it alleviates me saying, yo, I need to use your camera. Yo, can you come record this? You know what I mean? That's why when we was like, yo, we can go to this dude, I was like, no disrespect, we gonna do
I
it.
can stand this tripod up.
We gonna do what we do. You know what I mean? And keep it.
Especially
simple.
in your beginning phases.
Yeah.
Now, if you do blow up, yes, you're gonna need a team. You're gonna need a. But when you starting out, man, do it the smart way.
Yeah.
Cost effective.
Listen, even when I get to where I'm gonna get a team. But a lot of it, if I can, I'll create the team. You see what I'm saying? I'll create.
These kids are gonna get older eventually.
Yeah, I get them and my brother, my family members. If I'm able to pay you, and you're not, let's say, and you're sitting on the couch, I feel that whatever I offer you for that hour, you're not doing nothing. You might as well come make that.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying?
Same thing when I would do my shows. Instead of paying somebody to run my door, go ahead, Savannah, wife, run the door for me. Throw a dress on, get your face beat, whatever you gotta do, and
Yeah.
watch the money.
Yeah.
Because it's coming back to us.
Yeah, definitely.
You know?
Definitely. And I don't gotta pay nobody to sit there and watch the door.
And I ain't gotta stress while I'm hosting the show. Are they skipping?
Or they skimming me.
Skimming. You know what I'm going? Are you
Yeah,
skimming my
skim.
shit?
Yeah, skim.
But back. All right. So we talked about putting eggs in one basket. Okay. Now, something to counteract that, so you don't think like that. Having a plan B. We did kind of touch on it, but we can go a little bit deeper. Now, I remember I was telling you yesterday how Steve Harvey was like, "Well, you shouldn't have a plan B because then that takes away from plan A." In a way, I feel that, but then again, I think everybody should always have a plan B or a C, like to make it more relatable. Again, to the listeners and to the viewers, we always tell student athletes, it's rough getting drafted. The statistics,
Right.
and then the chances of you being injured or just life. You know what I mean? Education first. You know what I mean? Because if you don't make it to NFL, NBA, NHL, just whatever, MLB, at least you can fall back on that education and still make a decent living. I know for me personally, I really wanted to be a juvenile PO. When I stepped foot in college campus, that's what I was going for. People were always like, you should be a teacher, you're real good with kids, but I always had an interest in criminal justice. Right. The older I got, I didn't want to be a police officer. And then me, I did get lazy. You know what I mean? My last 2 years of school, so it was like, I don't want to go to school all them years and become a lawyer. Right. I used to when Johnny Cochran hit the scene, oh yeah, like I want to be Johnny, like. Right. So I got older and I'm like, nah, I think I'll just be a juvenile PO. But in college, certain semesters I didn't take it serious, so it was like I still walked the stage. But my plan B was my dad's construction company. It was starting to take off and getting to a point where I was already working for you for the summertime, working for you during the winter break, coming home for that month.
Right.
Plan B's kicking in. Let me just come. Can I work for you full time? Yeah, as long as you get your ass up on time every morning and you come bust your ass for me, you can work for me. You know what I mean? Like that was my plan B. Like because I didn't finish college.
Right. So I look at it. I look at those as I don't look at them as playing bees. I look at them as, in my timeline, like I have this, I have the filming, I have the den, I put the den at the top, I have the airport. So they're not playing bees to me. You know how they do the timeline, you'll have A, B, C, D, then I have A1, B, B2.
A-1. I know what you mean.
Yeah,
I know what you mean.
Because
I got
they're
you.
not my fallback. They're all the things I do.
They are me.
So my fallback for each one would be something different. Like I train solo, but I might go do a boot camp for this money. You see what I'm saying? Or with the filming, I do my own videos, but then somebody might say, "Hey, can you come record this?" So then I do like.
So for you, would it be basically diverting my energy more towards one than the other?
Right. So it'll be, excuse me, if that don't work, I got this. So
it's already in the
so the job rotation. I always put airports last because I know that's guaranteed. I know I go in there. I mean, it's not guaranteed.
I know what you mean. You go in, you clock in, and you do what you gotta do.
Thing, and I leave. The other ones take certain different type of energy, and because somebody might not call me and say, "Can you record this?" You know what I mean? Because I'm still learning that. So that's still, we'll move that down to C. You know what I mean? Because I'm still learning that. So, like, I know that will be investment. Somebody might say, "Hey, can you record my podcast, or can you record this and edit it?" And I'll go do it. You see what I'm saying? And so they might cancel. I'm cool with that. You see what I'm saying? Because I got this and that, so it's not really dependent. So if somebody might not fall through that. So I look at it as when you're in entrepreneurship and you're doing those type of things, whether it be, because somebody might not be buying your cakes, but you make brownies. You do dinners. You see what I'm saying? It's summertime, you doing cookout dinners. So you have a bunch of different things, and then you got a job. You see what I'm saying? So I look at it that you just have to, you help with this. So you have different things, and we don't see what we supposed to see off of this. You're not yet time. We don't know what direction where it's headed, but we show up.
And we're not stagnant.
Yeah.
I like doing this. I like working out now. The comedy, the 9 to 5 is still beneficial to me. And then what me and Savannah do on the side, because there's a potential for us to dive in that and make that.
And you feel
you
good.
know what I mean? I'm busy. I'm not stagnant. I'm not sitting on my ass. I'm not at the bar. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm keeping it pushing. I am.
Yeah, you doing things. You doing things with the mindset that you're sowing seeds that the harvest is not yet, but it will be. You see what I'm saying? So it's getting ready and being prepared, because there might come a time where you book for 4 shows during the week.
And it's happened.
It's coming.
And
right?
It's happened.
Right. 4 or 5 shows, different
It's
places
happened.
during the week.
Yeah, I'm in Maryland, then I gotta go to New York,
Yeah.
then I gotta go to Philly, then I got 2 in Harrisburg.
Right, and it's being prepared.
And another thing too is we still got kids who are younger. So it's like we are setting amazing examples to these kids. Like, yo, keep it pushing.
Yeah, my kids
keep something on deck.
Yeah, my kids, trust me.
You did not see a parent who just sat on their ass.
Yeah, my kids know, they always like, Dad's doing something. He's always, and they always come to me with their ideas of what they're doing. I got this, I came up with this. So I know that they see that. Because I always say, even if it's not me, I'm going to learn so much that it might be them. It might be them that got me to help take them through and skip all the stuff that I didn't know and I learned on my own. I can help them bypass that and do whatever it is that they set out to do.
That's why I don't mind how my college career went down, because now I got all these. My mom and dad didn't go to college. They couldn't tell me shit.
Right.
I went through it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Now it's like when it's my kid's turn. All right, y'all. Here's what I learned. Here's what I did and I did not do. Now I can give y'all that advice. Right. Now I can have y'all back.
Because I experienced
it.
it.
Sometimes the parent got to be the sacrificial lamb, or the parent got to go through the fire so that the kid can. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because there's certain things my dad went through that was able to teach me. You know what I mean? So it's like, that's the goal as a parent. Pass that shit down.
And to get on that, and I just want to throw this in there. If you're not in condition and happy with yourself, you're not strong enough to put all your eggs in one basket. And what I mean by that, you're not even equipped to doing it. how can I say this? Because there's people that will do that and lose their mind if something don't go their way. They'll cuss out a whole family.
Mm-hmm.
Man, trust me, if it's to the point where a person to come get them for a ride. Listen, I'm gonna have a backup ride. You see what I'm saying? I asked you first, but I'm gonna have someone that I'm saying, yo, look, I might need you. I even might check with 3 people.
Yeah, just fall through.
I'm gonna have 3 people on deck just in case. You see what I'm saying? You don't do it. You know what I mean? I used to always say I never got upset if someone didn't do something for me because, not saying I need people, but I always knew that there would be somebody that would. I never looked at it as, even when I was thinking, like, I never would be hungry. There's a million tables. I ain't gonna say a million, but
I feel you.
there was a lot of
Multiples.
tables. I had to make sure I was covered on all ends.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I look at it. And the entrepreneur, like being in that, if you don't have the conditioning in your mind, you can't. Them opportunities where you're putting your eggs in one basket and that thing, it destroys people. They become bitter. They get into, and I see them post stuff like, I don't need nobody to do nothing for me. Bump everybody. Da, 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 da. That's because when somebody does that, something didn't go your way.
Hell yeah. People make fun of it too. Oh, the babysitter cancer.
Yeah, like listen, but something didn't go your way.
And you know what happens?
And I learned, and them people did not grow because whatever they was planning on doing, it didn't go their way. So I always say that you have to practice, you have to be mentally prepared for what if.
And we've talked about energy in the past. Those people who get those letdowns like that, and instead of learning from it, growing from it, or having a plan B, or just stop putting your eggs in one basket, now you're giving out the shittiest energy.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
now you got people that don't even deal with you.
It trickles down. Like, it trickles down, and then and then when you do,
you killjoy now.
Right.
Now you the one that you catch yourself not being invited.
And then
to the functions, to the events, to the table, to the investments.
And then when you come out of that, people don't want to fool with you. You see what I'm saying? So I look at it that mentally being prepared, and when putting your eggs all in one basket, you have to say, okay, what happened if this weekend don't go as planned? What happened if somebody canceled and we can't go where we planned to go?
Mm-hmm.
It has to be acceptable.
Mm-hmm.
And because everything is not, and when you learn that, listen, everything is not going to go my way. Everything is not going to go as planned. Sometimes, even if I don't know how the day is going to go, I just say let the day go good because I don't have no expectations on the day. I don't set high expectations on people. You see what I'm saying? So I have to tell myself that, guess what? This is what people do. This can happen.
And people have lives too. Like,
yeah, someone can move. Yeah, but even if it ain't alive, because somebody might invite you to do something. Someone might say, "Oh yeah, I got you. I can do that for you."
And then they go ghost.
They do that. You see what I'm saying? So you have to understand that you have to give that same grace that you would need, that you would want.
Like that.
You know what I mean? So that's why I never, guess what? You might be late. You might can't come. You know, we had people say they was gonna come do the podcast and they ain't come.
We do. We strapped up.
We do.
And
we do.
All right, let's go.
Even if we see them in passing and they ain't doing nothing, I'm like, it's okay. It's nothing personal.
Right.
You might not want it to come and do it. I'm okay with that.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? The opportunity's not just for me. It's for you to tell your story.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, don't feel like you doing me no favor.
Right.
You're talking to a man that'll talk to himself. I entertain myself with my own thoughts and build myself.
For those that don't know, whenever we don't have a guest, whether we didn't plan for one or whether we just somebody fell through, Bishop and I have the capabilities of shooting back and forth some ideas, and we'll come rap with y'all. We're okay with it. We hope you guys like it when it's just us two. You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna be like that. We are two different men.
Yeah.
We are two different age brackets. You know what I mean? And it's like two different pieces of wisdom and just walks of life. So we come together. It's like we bouncing and trying to grow as brothers. Like,
right, and not even on that. I look at it that I look at it, and this is my own analogy in my own mind. I look at this thing where I see you have, let's just say, don't ask me where this comes from, but I look at it, if you trying to take and help a whole bunch of people or give a whole bunch of people something, and you want everyone to flock and be like, oh, you know, it's like that. You have people that, let's just say she's a dope chick. Now, mind you, you might be the most intelligent woman in the world and say things that are useful. But you got people that's just going to come to look at your body. And what you really want them to see is your mind and what you're known for, what your thoughts. But they only know you for your body. Like, sometimes men will come through and be like, that's all we want to see. We could care less. And then you have
that butt.
you'll have that whole crowd, or you see people that want everybody to be, we're giving something useful. So if you can help one person and you know you got 2 or 3 listeners, I'm cool, because you got them 2 or 3 people that are listening, that you make a difference in their life.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? If you wanting a whole crowd of people that I accept what I accept, I'm okay with it.
Rome wasn't built in a day either.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. I don't with the mass crowd. I don't need
because if it's meant to be,
it'll be. You see what I'm saying? I that's how I look at it, because I always say that with the people be like, oh, I'll build your follower content if you do this and send me this, I'll pay you to do this. Why? I'm training people in real life. I'm changing lives in real life.
Because that's starting to, that whole thing, I don't knock nobody's hustle, but that whole thing right there is starting to come back and bite people in the butt, because you, especially in the entertainment world, you pay your money out. I don't know the cost, because I refuse to do the shit. I ain't that desperate. But you pay to get your followers up on Instagram.
Right.
Now you out here with 100K, 200K followers. But then they book you for a show in a certain area.
And no one comes.
No one comes. Now they sitting back like, this ain't adding up. So I'd rather just get it organically.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
but even if no one comes to your show, you already still feel lonely anyway, because it's not genuine. Like, it's a difference, man. That's why, like, there's all types of tricks. Especially, it's easy for women. You know, you can show a tit, you can show some cheeks, and you're going to get all the followers. But one thing about it, if you have something that you're destined to get to, like, it might be modeling clothes, then that will help you. But you still have to live on the real world, to where if it don't generate no money, I don't care how many followers or likes I get, because it don't put no money in my pocket. I can post something that is key to someone's financial freedom or emotional freedom. If one person get it and then that's good. I don't need 300 people to like it, because see, people will like it. People hit the like button on stuff because it's popular, and they see that 200 people already liked it. And then you got the ones that said, I ain't gonna like it. They already got too many likes as it is. Like, it doesn't cost me nothing. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't gain me nothing. It don't gain that person nothing. You know, it doesn't. It doesn't. Like, I was telling somebody today, I need word of mouth. I need word of mouth for when they hear from your mouth that you feel great, you look great, you wear this shirt size, you wear this pant size.
I'm wearing a large.
Right. So.
And if I stood up, I look great in it.
And then over top of your stomach. Right?
Yeah.
I look at it that those mean the most versus social media. You know, when people see you, that see you in a certain
100,000 followers.
When
He's an
people
official
see you
trainer.
in a certain condition, and they see you a certain way, and then they see you and they like, yo, you look great, and you like, yo, I go, you know, I'm doing this. That means everything. That's more than 500 likes. I could care, like, the behind
Probably
the
just help
scenes.
add somebody, add 10 years onto their life.
You know, I don't go on Instagram and say, oh, I got this many people coming to work out. I'm making this much. I don't got to tell that because it does not matter. I don't need you to come like me for that. You know what I mean? I need the people that say, you know what, he's consistent. He's passionate about what he does, and I feel that he can help me. Then you come through. Then you pay me for my knowledge and you pay me for my worth. But I don't have to put nothing up there to get you to have 112K likes and I don't get 112K dollars. You see what I'm saying? If you ain't giving me $1 per like, then it means nothing. It's just advertisement. You know, if you're what can I say? There's some people that's emotionally driven by likes. They're going to a whole depressed stage because they did not get no likes. Wondering why come people didn't like it. How come? Man, listen.
You know what's crazy? I got on Facebook when it first started.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when you had to be in college to get on it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yes, you had to be a part of a university to even if you lied about it. I guess I don't know how they were able to really tell where you went to, it was a part of the whole sign up, Joan. You had to click.
What year was this?
Me, I got on Facebook 2005. Yeah.
Because it came out in what, 2003?
4, I think.
Yeah, I was on MySpace. But
Yes, everybody was still on MySpace.
Yeah, on the sidekick.
Yeah.
Get me on the sidekick.
Yeah. MySpace. But Facebook, it was a college thing. Then I think it went after like a year or two of that. Then you can get on it by whatever high school you went to. And then I think a year after that is when it was like, they opened it to the masses.
Okay.
And it's crazy because I don't know where that all happened, where the likes became life.
Crap.
Yeah, because when this joint originally started out, it was really supposed to be keep in touch with you, because you're in college.
Right.
So you want to keep in touch with maybe your high school friends that went to another college.
Okay.
You know, or maybe family members that you have that went to a different college. Like, that's how, and then like I know Instagram started strictly just to post photos. It was just photos.
Right.
You know what I mean? And like, I guess I'm showing I'm 32, I'm still mad young, but I feel like I'm like over that hill of being an older person where like, I don't get it. You know what I mean? Like, I remember when, all you could do was, like, with Facebook, what was it at first? Because at first, I don't even know if you could make statuses at first.
Okay.
Like, you just had to go on somebody's wall and talk to them. It was really a keep in touch thing.
Yeah, chat and just chats.
Yeah.
Okay.
That joint progressed slowly into what it is now.
Yeah.
I remember you couldn't post videos on
They
there.
feed off of. Yeah, I remember it was this picture.
Yeah.
I remember that part.
That
was still in the early state. Like,
And live is only like 2 years old, I think.
And they played it out already. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Maybe it's just.
This is my thing. I hope my kids do not get sucked into that shit. Like, I don't mind them using social media when they get of age. You know what I mean? But like, I don't want them, like, I'm about to have a daughter. Like, I don't want her to feel like they didn't like my picture. Mom, I'm dead. I'm ugly. Like, I don't. You know what I mean? Because there's adults that feel like that, and there's the bullying too, the cyberbullying.
I think that.
They come with how you raise them.
Yeah, I think that starts in the home.
Yeah.
Like if you worried about that, then yeah, I'm gonna need you to get off. I'm gonna need you. That starts with a teaching of self-confidence, confidence in who you are and what you do. Because I feel the ugliest person or whoever, I don't really call because I'm the type of person I see.
There's some ugly folks with some banging confidence.
Listen, I'm the type of person I like to open my mind and to look and to see what makes a person unique. Now I don't really care for doing that with guys, like listen, whatever, you know. But as with women, I just like to sharpen. I call it sharpening my skin, just to see why she would be lovable, why she would be likable, why that person is that outside of their body. Because, like, trust me, there's some gorillas with some nice looking bodies. No offense, like nothing, but
there's some women who might not be the 8, 9, 10 who
right.
or have hearts of gold and
right.
might be fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Like she
it can carry a wholesome conversation.
Yeah, she just might be funny because funny helps with me. Funny, a woman that's funny is like
will make you forget about her looks.
Yeah.
When I was in high school and college,
like,
because my brother, like, he used to bag the dime pieces. He'd be like, "Oh, you got Joe. She ain't even all that." But bruh, talk to her. She's fucking hilarious. Like,
you know, it'd be crazy because the ones that the ones that I don't know, because everyone is beautiful to themselves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because if you peel back layers, I know I'm ugly to people. I know everybody might not be attracted to me. Every woman might not be attracted to me. But I look at it that my looks will be the last thing. You see what I'm saying? I have so much to offer mentally and like that's. I feel in that area I'm confident that, you know what I mean, I'm that alone. Like, I could care looks. I care less about that. I'm confident in what I do. That makes me. You see what I'm saying? I was thinking today, somebody can have on $100 shirt. I come through with a $5 t-shirt. You see what I'm saying? I'm still stand next to you and still, because of who I am and how I carry myself and the work I put in. Because you see some of the bodies now that's in some of these clothes, you like, psh, if I had that on, you couldn't wear it.
You couldn't wear what I said that to you when I first started working out with you. Yeah. Like, yo, like, I get my body right where I want it. I don't care about being, like, wearing an expensive name brand. Yeah. Because my physique inside of that shirt.
Yeah. That matters.
Yeah. You can't put a price on that.
That matters. That's why I said.
And that might turn the head faster than the label.
She got on rainbow, man. She making that joint look like you want to wish on the rainbow. Yeah. Like, you talking about pot of gold rainbow. I don't listen here. That rainbow look good. Like, you know what I mean? Look, I could care less. You see what I'm saying? Because she put in the work that where you see her, you know, that's why I respect all women that care about their appearance, care about their health, care about hygiene, their body. Yeah. Ain't like, you know, hygiene.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about, but just like
I feel you.
Their appearance, how they look, their body, like you have to care. Like I be seeing stuff that be like so confident in, and that's why I said I had posted a post about women that's being confident with being overweight, but that doesn't. Being confident does not stop health problems. Like confidence.
I saw when you posted that. That made a lot of sense.
Confidence ain't gonna give you a good report. I don't care how confident you are that you 200 pounds overweight. Your heart is working overtime. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna need you to use that confidence, convert it to willpower, and do something about it.
Because like even Monique, you could use her as a poster child. Eventually, she's still semi plus size, but eventually she knew health wise to let go.
Well, not no more. Yeah, not no more.
Yeah, she knew she had to let go of being super big. Yeah, it's not healthy.
Yeah, she's down to a size where not no more, and she embraced the culture of being fit. Like I think it is so detrimental to. And that's what I say about how people handle putting their eggs in one basket. If you're doing things and you're exercising your mind and you have your body and you have your health to a point where you're able to get over things faster than someone that is just not, because it piles on like, oh, this is just life.
The car wouldn't start before I came over here.
Right.
3 months ago. I've been working out with you for about to be 3 months. We in 12 weeks. It's coming Monday. I'd have snapped the fuck out. I'd have probably punched something. I would have been pitching the bitch. I would have been like, ah. Right. Now today, I come in, car won't start. All right, cool. Go in my trunk, get the battery joint, plug it up, text you. Yo, give me 5 more minutes, I'm on my way. And I was fine. You know what I mean? I was straight. And I do accredit that to working out and eating right and you know having my spirituality kind of on point. Because now it's like I'm not letting stuff get to me.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't want to start? Okay, buddy, I got something for you.
Yeah, because you're still here. You're here now.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
I got something for you, buddy.
You're here now.
It don't have to be the end of the
I
world.
tell myself all the time. That's my thing. Pause and reset. You have to always look like, even if you convert that energy, what is it going to change? The car ain't starting. What is it going to change? The car broke down. I need a ride. What is it going to change? You see what I'm saying? Like,
You slowly take years off your life stressing
me
like
getting
that.
upset about something not being. I just like.
I refuse to have a stroke because of stress.
Man,
bro.
listen. I remember my car was smoking. The fan burnt out, and I kept driving. It was like 90 out on 22, and they was doing construction. Man, that thing started steaming, started doing all this. I pulled over, I hit my pops. He came with some water. We drove it anyway. You know, we just kept putting water in it. I'm talking about fizzling out the side of the hood, everything. Like, I was good. I was cool. I appreciated it.
Let's get this to where we got to get it and
Yeah.
fix this
And
thing and keep it pushing.
It cost me like $600, you know, and I told him to fix it. I didn't even know where the money was coming from. I just fix it. I'm gonna get it. I believe I'm gonna get it. I know I'm gonna get it. Like, this is when I didn't have as many clients as I would, but it so happened that I had it and I was able to do what I needed to do. So them things I don't brush off and forget about, because I always say, I've been here, I've done this, I've been in this situation, I felt like this, so I can't give. It's going to work out. If you believe it's going to work out, it's going to pan out. It's going. I'm big on what you believe and what your thoughts. Anyone to me, where I'm at now, can do anything. You can do anything. You can be anything you want. I look at it like the superstar people that are in the world that do what they do. Because there's people that's successful that we don't even hear about, that we don't know. So I feel everyone has that measure. Is what energy do you put to it? What are you doing outside the box that's going to get you to sell 400 t-shirts a week? What idea are you going to come out that is not just for you, but for people that's going to generate,
You know what I'm saying?
you to do what you do?
People say this too, and it's a real thing. You might have seen somebody which you thought is blow up overnight, and no matter what avenue they're in.
B Major say that all the time.
Yeah, and he's kind of the last person I seen say this. You didn't see the 7 to 10 years of work that went into this. You just saw the person. You thinking it came out of nowhere. No, they've been at it. It's just now, boom, it's on a bigger platform, bigger scale. You're seeing it. And I know we're probably coming up on time soon, but I do want to say this too. For the spiritual people out there and me, I'm on my spiritual journey and whatnot back in the church. This is what I do too. To not put my eggs in one basket, or to not be let down if something don't come through. I've been learning lately to say, God, if it's your will, let it be done. If it's not your will, I'm okay with that too. I've been learning to do that too. You know what I mean? And that gives me my source of comfort, my source of strength. Like, man, God wanted to have it, it's gonna happen. If not, hey, keep pushing. Might be something else around the corner.
And that's how I look at it like that, but I look at it, it's already written.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
This is how this day was supposed to go. There's always tomorrow. So I had to.
And the thing about it is too, I got another show already booked. Now, granted, it's July, and I can easily fill shows in between. I can go to open mics, I can do stuff, but it's like, okay, this one fell through. I got one booked by somebody who is a little bit more reliable. I knew that this man, that show's still gonna stand. You know what I mean? So it's all right. Like, and I could do comedy till I die.
Yeah, you gotta work.
So if I gotta fall back and put more energy into something else, that's okay. Yeah, I can do comedy until I'm 70. It's all right.
I get up. I get up. Look, listen, the only thing I do is say, yo, look, we going to these open mics. I tag along. Like, it's all exercise. It's all work. You feel me?
Take you up on that.
Yeah, it's all work, man.
Especially with the wife being so far along with the pregnancy.
I admire, like, you have to work. There's no such. It's not about burning out, because when you're doing what you love, it's not work. So you're doing
For me, it ain't work.
Yeah,
I get up.
I get up for any client, but once I see that you ain't coming, I'm not gonna get up for it. I be up. When I tell people, look, I ain't getting up, I'm already up. But what I mean is that I move at my own pace. But if I gotta move faster because I know you're coming and then you don't come, like, I'm cool. You feel me? I'm up early in the morning doing what I have to do, you know, mentally or whatever it is that I do that's building onto my life. But if I'm going to dedicate my time to you, I need you to come. I need you to do what you gotta do. You know, and you know, she sat in here and she told us, Miss Roseanne, like, she appreciates, you know, the content from two men. And I look at it like, we gotta stay afloat because everybody want to hear about what they want to hear about. They want to hear the war stories, or people that might not be in the street still want to talk about, so that people can remember people that never knew who they were. They want people to know, like, let people know you for who you are now, and let that be your brand. Let that be, and then people that you have that intimate with, that need to know, they'll know. You know what I mean? So it's one of them worlds where, yeah, people do want to hear the hoopla. I always say it's all fun and games until the shots get fired. And then somebody gets shots and then somebody get died. And then people want to know, oh, how this happened? How is this? This is what you encourage. This is what you want. This is what you like. Don't not love it now. You see what I'm saying? Don't not entertain it now. We waiting for the dudes to come home from jail that you know ain't gonna be around long and ain't gonna do nothing. You wait for that.
That's not supposed to be life.
So I look at
That's
it
not
like,
supposed to be life.
Right, but those type of people, that type of thinking, this ain't for you. I'm not for you. You feel me? I'm not for you.
Because I'd rather somebody do 5 minutes of what of the war stories, and then give us 25 minutes of how far you've come and where you at positivity, instead of the other way around.
But some of it's not. They're not giving it to you for growth. They're giving it to you because I want that recognition from you on that level, and not on what it is that I do now. You see what I'm saying? Because some people notice that. That's what people tend to follow. That's what people tend to, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we're not a documentary.
Cool, man. Like, none of that pays. I'm dead serious.
We want to put out some positive energy out there.
Nobody's opinion pays you. Nobody hating on you pays you.
And it's not going to stop the flow.
Nobody that does not pay you. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't. It costs me nothing. It gains me nothing. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? So it definitely was good about putting your eggs in one basket. Yeah. And being able to deal with it when it don't go your way.
Yeah, we've all been there. We've all done it. You just got to find what works for you not to do it.
Yeah, and I even want to say this because we're coming up on time, but it's even, I feel it's safe to do in your marriage. I feel that, like, you never want to get to the point where you never experience or know what would life be. Now, I'm saying I'm going to work on making it the best possible, but I know I will survive if it doesn't go the way it's planned. But the type of person I am, we have to have that relationship that where things end healthy. It's not about us. It's a bigger picture. It's for the children. And then it's not so much about them because then they go on about their life. But I have to make sure that I'm good. You see what I'm saying? You got to make sure you're good. So I tell my wife all the time, you always have to know and have a sense of what would you do? How would you be? How would you feel? You have to go through them emotions. I feel that you cannot just live life vicarious, blind to where, like, if things can't happen or won't happen, because then you're going to always be left in a rut and can't get out of it because something didn't go your way.
Yeah.
You know, and now people just blurt their whole emotions, and it's out there, become you, it's in the atmosphere. Now you got to read it. As soon as you go on your page, you seen that you felt that way, it's still there, it's going to remember. You know, and then some people, man, don't shake it for days. They just it becomes who they are, and they just, especially the miserable people, it just piles on and piles on and piles on and piles on.
Now you forget where the initial misery started. Because
I look at it like, if you in a positive mindset, you're going to have more positive days than bad days. The bad days that come are minor compared to the blessings, and most times you had the money for whatever financial situations you spent it. It be stuff, it's in your control when you're in that positive aspect. So I look at it that when you're
Miss Roseanne did say that too. She said some people forget, like, some of your issues you might have made some bad decisions.
Yeah.
And in the midst of everything I've been through in life, there was a fair share of bad decisions that I made that got me where I was at.
It's a lot of them busting it open for a dude that you know is just going to cause you a headache. You opened that door for that because you wanted some that because he got good, whatever. Now look, you over there in shambles. You should have knew that. You set yourself up for that. But we're going to holler at y'all. We down to a couple seconds, and we definitely appreciate you. It's Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah,
be safe.
Have fun.
Yeah, no one get shot.
Yeah. Rely on the Uber too. Don't get no DUI. Like it's over for that. There's too many other avenues of getting home safely.
Yeah. Peace.
Peace.